Hey guys, Coach Life here again. Sorry, I've lost a little bit of footage because I'm an idiot, but yeah, I won't go into detail. But effectively, what I did was just run this plumbing, and I was recording it, and I accidentally shut down OBS, and it didn't save the footage that I'd got to so far. That's what happens when you click a confirm shutdown and don't actually read what it says. Never mind. Anyway, the plumbing is running. The rocket has headed off to the organic mass to collect our Gassy Moo and gas grass seeds. So hopefully we shall have those fairly shortly. Got some issues with this pipe here, and I think we shut that down now. Yes, we have. So we can probably get rid of that pipe now. So yeah, that's where we are at the moment. So we're just building all this pipe. I've had some temperature issues up here, which I'm dealing with, which will hopefully be resolved by this coolant here. Yeah, it's definitely cooled down now, so I can probably put these sections of pipe back in without fear that they will melt, because that's what happened. It was up to about 160 degrees there, so yeah, bit of an annoyance. Anyway, I'll fast forward while we get all this piping run. Well, I've just spent the last God knows how long sorting problems in this place. It seems that despite this being in space, heat has been radiating across here, melting all these pipes, and it's actually taken the temperature of this steam up here. It's up to 100 and, well, it was up to 150, which is crazy. So I've actually installed some thermal isolation doors from the modded playthrough, made out of ceramic. They're yeah, these should be in the game anyway, in my opinion, because you've got all this insulator, and then the weak point is the door, which radiates heat. I could put in liquid locks, but you know, I couldn't be bothered. I just stuck in these thermal isolation doors. I'm just a bit hacked off with it. I mean, what's the point of all this heat coming out in space and then manage to radiate through here? Yeah. So on top of that, I had pipes bursting in here because the water coming through here was too hot. So I was then pumping steam round the base instead of oxygen. Yeah, that's a thing apparently. So yeah, there's been quite a few problems here, which is fairly normal. Really, you know, Oni always finds a way to get you. I think finally it is going okay. I need to pump in some hot water into our stream here just to get the thimble reed back up and running. What I've also done is the liquid that's coming out of there, I've run a radiant pipe up the base, and I'm just going to connect that up now with a little snip here, and that should take the cold water out of there, warm it up a bit so that it's not stifling the thimble reed quite so badly, and we hopefully should get our thimble reed then growing rather than dying. Yeah, well, at least that's the plan anyway. So fingers crossed that will now warm them up sufficiently to grow. Yeah, they're starting to, so that's good. So yeah, it's been quite a bit of fun here, sorting all that lot out. This lot, I mean, it's just ridiculous. I mean, this comes out of here at what, 110, and it's now 135. So it's not condensing. So because it's not condensing, it's, you know, we're struggling to feed all of our electrolyzers. So yeah, that's a bit of a pain. I'm thinking what I might do is take the steam out of here that's condensing. Oh, turbine too hot. Yeah, this isn't coping at the moment. Got a bit of spilled petroleum down here. Let's mop that up. Problem is I put crude oil in here, and it's changed itself to it's got hot enough that it's changed into, thanks to this sour gas, it's got hot enough that it's changed into petroleum, so it's just overflowed slightly. Because obviously it converts 1 to 1, so but the amount to take up a tile for petroleum is a lot less than crude oil, so that's made it overflow. These will cool down. I'm confident of that, so they're just going to take a while to sort themselves out. I've got the doors on there so that they're not drawing in so much steam, so hopefully that will get them sorted out. It's not a very effective way of cooling it with this hydrogen. You can see it's 100 degrees. It's coming through there. These really, the hydrogen just doesn't store enough heat to actually make the difference, which is why everyone uses liquid coolers rather than these thermoregulators. It's worked fine up here, where we were cooling the chlorine. Was it down here? Yeah, it's worked fine here because it's, you know, we're more concerned with cooling the gas than heating the hydrogen, or the steam rather. But obviously the steam that's coming through there is just being used to heat exchange with our hot brick. So yeah, that's all worked fine. So it is ratcheting a bit. We've probably got a little bit too much steam in there. Probably just need to take one thing of steam out. So just keep an eye on that. Let's just stick a high priority on that, get it done quickly, so that I can cancel it as soon as they've taken one unit out. That'll be enough. Hopefully that'll... No, still not running smoothly. Yep, it is now. There we go. Running a lot smoother now. Okay, right. So where are we at? We're still waiting for this ship to come through. All the plumbing is done. Let's just see, make sure. Yeah, that's done. That's done. So we should, in theory, be able to... That should be pumping up here by now, unless I've not run the power wires, which is probably right. Oh no, I've left... Oh, we've got a bit here that isn't connected. So obviously I haven't been able to reach that to do it. So we'll just run some... igneous... No, make it granite ladder. Across there. We'll run it all the way across. And dig that out. Don't need that. I've moved all the mopped up water now to be swept into here. Hopefully that'll help to add a bit of mass to it and cool it down. This pump isn't connected, isn't doing anything at the moment, so it's not for that. But I'm just hoping it'll cool it down in there with just the extra water, so that we can start making use of that condensed water again like we were before. These gas pipes are no longer in use. They were pumping the chlorine down there, but now that it's full of steam again, they're no longer required, so I'll be deconstructing those rather than repairing them. Hopefully this pipe will be done soon. And then we just got to wait for our rocket to get back. Where are we at the moment with that one? Oh, 68%, so it's not going to be too long. And then we've got the fun of hopefully farming these Gassy Moos. Of course, we've got no power up here, so I probably need to do that as well. Things you don't think about until the last minute. So, how much gold have we got? We've got plenty of gold. Yes, we have. Oops. So we'll just use the heavy watt conductive to run the... Oh, why is that building it in steel? We don't want to build that in steel. We're not made of steel, you know. That's in gold. Right, just let me see where I'm going to take that in. So yeah, we're going to need a bit of ladder to go up here. So I'll get them to build that first. And we can definitely replace that bit with a piece of with a heavy watt conductive joint plate because it's not in line with the Gassy Moos ranch. We're going to need to put in a grooming station there as well, aren't I? Doesn't matter, I'll just stick it in on there. Gold amalgam should be fine. We just stick it in on there, and that will I just won't plant on those two end ones. Right, get this conductive watt, heavy watt conductive wire, gold. Thank you. So we'll go up here, along here. Onto there. We don't need it along there, but we do need it up to these. So we'll just run it about EA high. I don't even think I've run the cooling to this yet, have I? I've run the pipes, obviously. Just need some more. Yeah, they've been able to reach that. So we need some more obsidian ladder across here. We'll run that up there as well. And then they're ready to connect up. So there's no bridge in there. What I'm going to do is I'm going to connect them up straight away. And then it will start sending some of the liquid round. I won't, actually no I won't, because if I do we'll end up with this pipe over pressurized, and it won't, because it's auto fill, although there's not a lot of petroleum in there at the moment. Why is there not a lot of petroleum in there? That's just not a lot coming out. We'll repressurize that pipe by snipping that. That's because it's being used for the rockets, I guess, and they've used up what we had in the pipe. Right, okay. We'll let them get that built. Hopefully it's of sufficient priority to get done quickly. And I'll cut back in when it's done. So in the true tradition of oxygen not included, anything that can go wrong will go wrong. It should be called Murphy's game, really, this one. Would you believe it, this oxygen pipe, oxygen feed, broke. So I've had to crack in here and repair this pipe. I had to shut off the hydrogen temporarily, which I can now turn back on. Although unfortunately, even with there being a vacuum there, we did manage to get some hydrogen in here. To be honest, it's not a problem because that hydrogen will just stay there. It won't do anything. It'll never freeze because it's it doesn't get cold enough in there. So yeah, it'll just act as a heat transfer medium, if anything. So I'm not too worried about it. As usual, you know, as soon as you build a ladder, the doors open and let a rocket in or out, and then things get broken. I don't know why those are opening. I bet they're set to meteors still, aren't they? Oh yes, of course you are. Is it SS Virgo XLI? I think it should be. So obviously it's been opening during a meteor storm. Yeah, so all our ladders are broken now, which I'll get them to fix. That's my own fault for not checking it. I thought I'd already changed it. Yeah, I took a little break from making videos over my birthday, and so that's why there's not been much going on. I did have a little playthrough on 7 Days to Die, which was quite fun. I might do some more 7 Days to Die videos there. It's quite a fun little game, actually. It's I'll take the Arbor Acorn. A lot of crafting, a lot of building, lots of killing zombies, and a tower defense thrown in for good measure. So every 7 days you have to defend against a zombie horde, and then every 7 days it gets progressively harder. It's a bit like Dota sort of thing, you know, tower defense type thing. Yeah, it's actually quite good. It is quite tough. The speed at which you have to learn to play is quite phenomenal. You've got 7 days basically to learn to play. After that, you know, you're on your own. It's zombie hordes. I've got to kind of level. I've got to day 28 sort of playing behind the scenes, I'm not convinced I'll get much further, if I'm honest. It's all gone a bit pear-shaped now, but we'll see. You know, it's, as I say, it's good fun. I'm enjoying it, so I will keep playing it. And as I say, I might make some videos on it. See if there's much interest for it out there. If you want to see how it's really done, watch Glock 9's videos. He's pretty pro at it, to be honest. God, we've got an awful lot of stock of everything, have we? Sedimentary rock. So I don't know how that... Oh! Yeah, I was fixing things, so I was using priority 11. Yeah, it's been a bit like that today. Oh, we're starting to get some arbitraries on this level now, at last. Just so as you know, I don't know whether you noticed it in the patch notes, it used to be the only way you could get arbor acorns was by the pips rummaging the trees. Now, every time you harvest an arbor tree, there's a low chance that it might produce an acorn. So, what's it? It should say somewhere seed chances. No, perhaps not. But yeah, there's a chance it might produce a seed, but only if they harvest them. So they have to, you have to put them on manual harvest for that to happen. How's our? It must be almost back now. Yeah, 93%. So this is going to be interesting. I mean, I've never done this before. I don't know whether it's going to work. I need to run some power transformers to get power up to that. I'm pretty sure I left spare capacity in here. Yes, I did. I thought I had. So I better run the power wires for the... And I'm also going to need to connect them up to the... no, I don't want tungsten. Oh, and I don't want priority 9 either. Priority 11 either. Need to run a connection to the oh my god, my brain's blank today. To the space scanners. That's the phrase I was looking for. I don't think I'm going to be able to do this. I might have to switch some wiring around and then use the end one to do that. No, I'll just replace these with bridges. That'll be fine. 1, 2, 3. Then we'll carry that on this side, and we'll replace it with something thermally resistant when we go past the rockets. So if we do... How much tungsten have we got? Oh, plenty. So we use the tungsten past here, just so that we don't have any problems. And along here as well. And so we'll just run it up here because we've got plenty of it. So I'll just run it up there as well. And that will mean we won't have any heat problems with that melting, and we'll need to run a little bridge here, which can just be iron. Oh, really? Every time. I think it's the P key. Yeah, it's the P key for priority. You accidentally knock. I might unassign that just because I never use P for priority. Then that way, in fact, that is definitely a thing. Options, game. No, where is it under? It is under game, isn't it? Controls, yeah. Pan up, prioritize, and that's okay. Put it on a key that I'll never touch. Multiple unbound actions. Well, that's a shame. Whatever will I do? It says that. Yeah, I've never been able to find one that's unbound. So, right. How are we doing? How are we doing? Transit tube staying intact now? I believe it is. Yep. It's still pretty tight on temperature. That's working okay. So, now the thing is here, gas grass needs a pressure of about, I think it's 152 to 10,000 kilos of gas pressure to actually work. It also needs light. Light passes through oxygen no problem, but it struggles to pass through natural gas. The Gassy Moos are going to be eating the gas grass, giving off natural gas. So what we've got here is a sensor to kick this pump on if it detects natural gas. Now, I'm not going to use this natural gas at the moment. I just want to get it working. Once we've got it working, then save game. Come on. Come on. Once we've got it working, then I will sort out plumbing it in. Have I put in automation wire yet? Yes, I have. And I haven't put it on there. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to set this to go green when it's below 1 kilo. So we'll have 1 kilo of oxygen pressure in here, which should be enough for the gas grass. And then this will pump out when it detects natural gas. And I'm just going to vent it to atmosphere for now because I'm not farming these to produce natural gas. I'm farming these so I can farm them because I've never done them before. Why is that outside of stable? Why are we? Oh, we've got too many tiles there. Ooh, 120 tiles. I need to block some off. Didn't realise that. Okay, just as well we find that out now. So 120 tiles. I need to knock off 20. Christ, that's a lot. Right. So if I go background buildings, 1, 2, 3. Let's go 22, 25. And we will cancel that one. So what I'll do is I'll just put another layer of glass tiles in there just to take the room size down a little bit. I'll probably remove the row of tiles above because they won't be needed then. And then I'll just put a wall in here to keep it. Oh, well, we've got pips up there. Doing up there, little pips. There's no atmosphere up there. And no food for you either. You trying to be shovelfuls? I just don't know quite how they've got out of there, but apparently that's the thing. Oh, I can't wait for the rocket to get back now. Question is, will we be able to unload it? I've never unloaded these, so yeah, I don't really know. Ooh. Destination. Yep, I knew that was going to happen. Yes. So because that hasn't filled up and left, it's melted the doodah, control capsule, command capsule. Oh, right, okay, but we'll deal with that in a minute. Right, so we've got Gassy Moo and gas grass seeds. So now we should be able to set these for gas grass seeds. Nope, we can't apparently. Yes, we can. Right, so empty storage. Empty storage. Now, how do we wrangle these things? Oh, that's good. How do we capture these things then? Probably should have checked that first of all. I probably should have put a trap outside them and then... I'll leave that door open. Put some gas grass in there and hopefully they'll go in there and feed. And then when they die, shut the door. If not, they might just be floating around in space for some time. Right, so now I need to collect up the chlorine pipe, which is down here, and pray it doesn't get broken. Because, you know, knowing Oni, this chlorine is going to change back, despite it being at, you know, minus 46. It's going to get too hot and it's going to break the pipe, and I'm going to have a base full of chlorine. And then I'm probably going to rage quit. Oh dear. So I've definitely rage quit on E before. Ah, that's igneous rock. There's no way that's going to survive. Plumbing, insulated liquid pipe. Why on earth did I make that out of igneous rock? That needs to be ceramic. Pretty damn sharpish. But luckily that rocket isn't going to leave at the moment, so that's all good. Yeah, that would melt the first time that rocket took off, so I'm kind of glad the chamber has melted now. The oh no, it's not, it's this one, isn't it? Right, okay, we're going to turn this one off then. Right, so that shouldn't launch now. It shouldn't be able to send a launch signal. Good, good, right. Okay, we planted those? No, we haven't, so... Why are we not planting our gas grass seeds? What's happened to our gas grass seeds? I saw them fall out. What do you mean? What the hell's gone on there then? We had 4 gas grass seeds in each one, and they've just disappeared apparently. Oh, that's awesome, isn't it? Yeah, we had a Gassy Moo and 4 gas grass. Oh my god, really? What's going on here? Why is that not circulating? Why are you not circulating? Do not understand. Does not compute. Oh god, I hate this game sometimes. So I probably should have done my Gassy Moo research a little bit better. I've gone back to a save game because obviously I've made a massive cock up. What I've done is I've let this so that the seeds will drop down here when I empty them. I've built some, well, hopefully I've built some. They don't appear to have been built yet. What's on yellow alert? Sorry. Oh yes, yes, yes. I put that on yellow alert so it launched before the thing melted. I forgot about it. Anyway, it launched and it's gone now, so hopefully they'll be out of sequence for a little while now. So apparently you'll need airborne critter bait baited with bleach stone, which I guess is going to off gas and die. But yeah, let's see how it goes. The seeds will drop down to this lower level here, which should enable me enough time to get them planted. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now I need to reconnect the chlorine pipe, which has obviously been replaced for a section with ceramic. Dear, this is you know, this is my only reason for reloading these days. When I make a cock up, normally if a duplicate die now, I just don't even bother. I just bury them and move on. But hopefully now we should start to get some action. Now I haven't have I not connected an automation wire? Right, I need an automation wire on there, but in the meantime I'll connect the gas pipe, ventilation, gas pipe 99. Oh, they're going to take the... What's happened to me? What, A? Alright, okay. No critters. Auto wrangle. Let's see if the old auto wrangle will work. Yeah, I think that's probably going to be a safer bet. And we'll put Gassy Moos in here. Come on, pull those Gassy Moos in. This was my backup for if that failed. Oh no, 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 no! Come on, come back, come back. All right, I'm going to put this on a high priority. I want to get it done. I'm not worried about the pips, but I want these Gassy Moos wrangled up. Yep, that seems to have worked. Yep, fantastic. Right, so they should be dropped off there now. So they'll be in there, which is good. Right, I still haven't run the... oh, that's a bit buggy, isn't it? They're supposed to have fixed that now. Fixed one problem, created another. So now I need to run this, which I'm just going to run out of tungsten because I can't be bothered to mess around now. Needs to come down one more. Oh, I'm never going to get that across there, am I? What a nightmare. Ugh. Oh, I'm just going to... No faffing around. We've got the material. It uses very little, so I'm just going to run tungsten all the way around. Not through there. Cancel that. It just saves any messing around. Just run it up round here and across there. Job done. Now power wires. I probably hadn't finished running those either, had I? Oh no, I had. No, power wires are run. Just need to disconnect these and run it through there and put in one bridge. So that can go across there. And I need two bridges. Wire bridge. Oh, 3 bridges. Any more? Any more? No, that's the lot. Right, get those built. Yellow alert, critter drop off. Yeah, get back to a 9 now. I'm not really worried about that as long as we've got our Gassy Moos in here, which we have. Fantastic. And we've got gas grass in here, which is complaining because it's too dark, but that will be fine once we get these doors open. Ugh, right, plumbing. Plumbing is done, so we can connect that up. So we'll just pause that, connect that, run that. That should run across there, get the cooling running over here. We've got chlorine running up there. Yes, we've got chlorine. Have we got oxygen going in there? Yes, we've got oxygen going in there. Thank God. What we haven't got is oxygen coming up to here. Why have we not got oxygen coming up to here? I think I'll make some improvements here just to make sure that that pipe is always full. So we'll run a gas pipe to there, there. And I'll probably need to put in a gas bridge just to set direction. Put that in there and connect that to there. So that will just make sure that this pipe is feeding to the oxalite refinery at the moment, but it's not really needing all of it. So we'll make sure that this gets prioritised. What are we doing here? That's got oxygen. That's got fuel. Is this one set to... Right, yeah, it's not taking fuel at the moment. That's okay. I'm quite happy for that not to leave at the moment. I think we'll get these established first of all. And I'm going to unassign Joshua from that so he can go and run around the base and eat and do all the things he wants to do. So are they stuck in the door or something? No. No critters available. That's interesting. Right. Oh, that's getting overpressurized. Right. Automation wire. Get that in there. And I'll just shut off the gas flow and manually for a second. That way it won't... I don't want more than 1 kilo in there. It's about 2 kilos at the moment. And for some reason these aren't registering as requiring a groom, which is a bit annoying. They groomed? These things are supposed to be an absolute nightmare to ranch, so I've probably bitten off more than I can chew here. Not for the first time, I'm sure. Oh, we're missing a vent here. It's probably because I went back to a save game. So put that on there. Oh, right, did I need any bridges? Automation bridges? Yes, I did. Automation wire bridge. Yeah, that'll do. Ugh. Well, I didn't break any bunker doors, so can't be all bad. Pips are getting these trees planted. Are they still set to harvest? Oh, we've got 2 new ones. Fantastic. Get those harvesting. This is too dark. So yeah, obviously this like they need light and they need chlorine and oh god, what a nightmare. I think this is probably the ultimate challenge in the game, is successfully growing gas grass and Gassy Moos. Even Brothgar struggles with it. So, and that guy's a genius. Me, not so much. In theory I am, I think in practice, less so. Right, what do we got on the printables? We can afford to take 1 more dupe, but we can't because my mod has decided again. Oh no. Let's just take the steel. I'll sort it out for the... Yeah, once it's set... Because I've been using it in another playthrough, again, I've left it, the mod enabled, that caps it out at 30 dupes. If I stick 2 in rockets, it'll allow me to take another dupe, but yeah. I really need to change that to 32, which is obviously what you really need. Right, everything going alright down here? Yes, everything's running alright down here. Merrily working away. The slicksters are alive, probably starving. Yeah, they're starving because they've got no carbon dioxide. Don't worry, as soon as I can get some ethanol production up, we'll give you some carbon dioxide. You might die before then. I might need to hatch some more eggs, but, you know, it's a sacrifice I'm willing to make at the moment. Oh, dear. I think most of my poker shells are starving to death as well. Yeah, we've not got a lot of... Oh, no, they're not... Yeah, one of them's starving. We've only got 2 in there at the moment. Up to 5. Because they're not getting enough polluted dirt. Have we got any polluted dirt around the map that can be wrangled up? Because this is often... The problem is the critter feeders don't get stocked because they're on a storing errand. And unless you leave dupes permanently on storing, it just doesn't happen. Organics, isn't it? It's under. We've got 10 kilos, so that's not an awful lot. Yeah. Perhaps I need to just get rid of some of my excess food supply, and yeah, that would probably not be a bad idea actually. If I put some food up here, it will rot. So what I'll do is I'll put a couple of food storage containers up here. And I'll set them to a low priority. So these ones are on priority 9, obviously. And then I'll just let them take all edibles at priority 8. And then they'll rot in there because it's not a sterile or temperature-controlled environment. When they rot, they'll turn into food. Because I've got more than enough food for my dupes. I've got 5 million calories. So I'll just set it to take lettuce and barbecue. Probably omelette as well. And then that will get chucked in there. Yeah, so we'll put edibles, lettuce, omelette and barbecue at priority 8. And then it'll take all the overflow. You can actually cheat this a little bit. So we've got some lettuce here that's stale. So I'll put it to compost. Temporarily. I haven't got any composters, so it won't get taken to compost. They might take it to compostable storage, but I don't think they will. So I'll allow that. Take this out. Allow the dupes to replace it with something fresh, so there's no room for it. Then cancel the compost errand and they'll go and store it in the other boxes. So that should do the trick. Oh, they are picking it up, apparently. Oh, I don't know. We'll wait and see. Just want to keep them alive until I can get ethanol production up and running. Because without that, they're just not going to get enough food. Oh God, we're breaking pipes. That's so awesome. Just what we wanted. Right, let's try and chill it down a little bit further so it lasts a bit longer then. So we can take this down above. Let's take it down to -70. I think it freezes at 101, yeah. So we'll just take that down to an even lower temperature. Oh, why are these not open? So is this getting light now? Oh, so some of it is, but the one that... Oh my God. So of course now this is getting light, it's getting too hot. It's getting too hot, it's breaking the pipes. Oh, just open these doors, let the gas out. Oh my God, what a nightmare this stuff is. Oh, this is actually growing though, that's okay. So we just need them to finish this off. Why has this got no power wire connected? Right, so this should get some light now. I need to repair these pipes. That's interesting. It seems the gas grass can exist in chlorine. So I may not have to put oxygen in there at all. I can leave that chlorine gas to float on there and then let the natural gas float on top of that. Trouble is, some gases don't let lights through very well. Just let this... Why are these Gassy Moos? This really is a Class A pain in the butt to do, isn't it? It really is. Right. Right. I'm going to deconstruct the liquid pipes on these last three end ones, because I think they're the ones that have caused the problem. Because there's no I could put gas grass seed in there, and then because it's not consuming the chlorine, it's just sitting in there and getting too hot, and then that's breaking, and then it's breaking some of the others as well. Yeah, this is a bit of a pain. Might be better off just running the pipes through the... I'll run them as ceramic. Through the bottom, and then I'll just feed them up. So I'll just deconstruct all these liquid pipes for now. I'm going to lose a lot of chlorine, but, you know, Gassy Moos aren't eating at the moment anyway. I think they seem to be stuck in this door. I think that is a bug of where the critter drop-off point. So I think what I might do is build one of those over here. I'm not cutting any of this out. I want you to see it because I want you to learn from my mistakes here, and they are plentiful, believe me. At least then if you try it, you'll know what does work and what doesn't. So I think what's happening is these tiles are metal, so they're picking up the heat from the sun, and that is causing them to heat the chlorine up, which is breaking the pipes. So we need to do a rejig. So I'm going to copy the settings from this over to here, and I'm going to change these to 0 and auto wrangle, because believe it or not, they will actually wrangle them from here and move them to over here. Yep, that's a thing apparently. Now I'm going to get that chlorine out of there, and the way I'm going to do that is I'm going to deconstruct the background tiles and then reconstruct them. That will let it vent into space, and then we can repopulate it with proper gases. Yeah, see, they're wrangling up the Gassy Moos now, and he'll move them over to this critter point, which is quite handy, really. I think we'll put a maximum of 4 in there. See, that vents all that chlorine out to space, which gives us a chance to fix the problem. Let some oxygen back in there, and yes, he's moved him over to there now. Yes, he's moving now. Thank God for that. Right, as soon as that chlorine is vented to space, we'll rebuild the background tiles. He can't get out, obviously. We can put this door back on auto. Woohoo! Right, okay, that's fixed. Right, now, which ones have got plants in them? Right, okay, so now we need to feed the ones that have got plants. So we'll go that one, that one, that one, that one, that one, and that one. Because apparently the gas grass seeds are kicking out now because they've not got a suitable environment. We may need to do another trip for gas grass seeds. We got any down here still? No. Oh my word. All this pipe is breaking and venting chlorine into space. Wonderful. Wonderful. Oh dear. Get that repaired please, dupes. What an absolute pain in the butt this thing is to do. I got all the spacing wrong here, so I'm going to just uproot these and put them into the ones that, because you can't see when you're doing one thing, you know, where that one's okay. That one is actually planted in the correct one. So we'll uproot those, move them into the ones that have got a liquid feed, and then that should do the trick. Right, so now that's okay. We've got an Atmos sensor set to take that, so we can reconnect this and repressurize it to one can't get this pipe repaired. I mean, and this was ceramic pipe as well, and it still managed to break. I can't see that surviving. I think I'm going to have to reroute it under here quite deep and then take it up and see if that'll do the trick. Which is probably what I should have done in the first place, but hey, you know. Reroute it and take it through somewhere insulated, and that should hopefully help the problem. I'll stop sending it up there for now. So we'll just let that's already gone through the pipe go up, because we're not getting much chlorine out of that. It's a fair amount if you're letting gas go in there, but if you're doing it, condensing it to a liquid, because you know this is going to go to 5 kilos a tile, and down here this is going to go to like 1,000 kilos per tile. So you know it soon disappears, and I have no idea how much this thing consumes. Gas grass plant, gas grass plant, copy settings, and I'll put it in that one, and that one. We'll keep the rest of the seeds as spares. Right, so that's too dark at the moment because we're in the middle of a meteorite shower. But as soon as that meteorite shower is over, then it should get some thing. Right, now I've got scope to put in 2 more seeds. So let's connect up 2 more. And we'll go that one, and oh no, we're getting heat damage again already. And we'll go that one. Ugh. It's just nuts, isn't it? I mean, what can you do? You've got to feed them with chlorine hydroponically. You've got to expose it to the sun. And yet here it is, just... yeah. I can't think how to resolve... yeah, that might work. That could work. Trouble is, that'd be too cold. Maybe it won't be. I could steal some of the cooling from here and just run these as metal tiles, and that would pass some of the cooling on to here. What's the gas grass got to be at? Oh, see, that can go down to minus 273. Might actually work. Okay, I need to replace this power wire here. So let's... yeah, okay, I'm going to give it a go. I mean, I've got no other ideas really on how to keep this cold. So let's get some aluminium tiles and we'll replace them there. And we'll run some aluminium tiles up to here to kind of conduct the chill, and then we'll just put a conductive joint plate. Or we could actually run the power wire up this side actually, and then just do away with that one. Can we do that? Might need to juggle some conductive bridges in there. We don't need that power wire anymore anyway, so power overlay, deconstruct. That can go. That was just for filling the supercoolant in there. I can deconstruct all of that lot now. Ugh. Okay, I'm going to let this happen off camera and hopefully get it fixed, ready for, or get this all built, and then we'll see how it goes in the next episode. Well over my time allowance now for this video. So yeah, you can see this is a lot more complicated than just regular farming. It's genuinely a pain in the butt. I'm going to stop pumping that chlorine up there for now. Hopefully let it build up a little bit longer. Thankfully the Gassy Moos aren't actually tamed yet, so they don't have a food requirement, so we've got time to fix it. I'm going to vent all that chlorine out, leave the oxygen in there pressurized, just holding that down, and then we'll push it out and then seal it back up again. And we'll use the going to use some aluminium tiles here because they are a better heat conductor than the gold. And then we'll just connect this all up, and hopefully that will conduct the chill up to here into the chlorine, into the copper tiles, and keep them cool enough that they won't keep breaking the pipes. Okay, anyway, hope you've enjoyed seeing all my mess ups there, but you know, if you don't challenge yourself and do something different, then you know, you're not moving forward, are you? If you keep doing the same old thing, petroleum boilers, sour gas boilers, yeah, you're just not moving forward. But I hope you've enjoyed it, seeing all my mistakes, and hopefully we'll have them, we'll be able to fix it in the next episode. Hope you're having a great day, guys. Stay safe, and I will see you again soon. Coach Life out.